Hi, hello, vanakkam. This is Venki again with one more episode of VenBa Talks. And in fact, this is an event that I personally have been looking forward for at least a month because, it was scheduled a couple of times and it got rescheduled because of various reasons. In fact, Alvaro was not well. But then, I've been really, really looking forward to this session, and in fact, a lot of community members have always also been looking forward to this particular session because Noisy has been making lot of noise in the community. In fact, personally, I'm a very, very big fan of Noisy. In fact, I've completely moved all my teams to Noisy from Slack. We don't use Slack anymore. Everything has been moved to Noisy because it was a fabulous product and a fabulous plan as well. And that is an excitement. And in fact, I felt so happy going to various communities and talking about Noisy, answering questions, so on and so forth, because I love this product. So personally, I've been waiting for this particular session, and today I bring Alvaro, the operations manager of Noisy. Hey, Alvaro, thank you for being here with us in our community. As I told you, Noisy is one of my very, very favorite application in the last couple of months. And I mean, my team will swear on Noisy. That's a kind of usage that we've already done, and that's what I'm actually worried, because we've already stored a lot of file and shared a lot of file, and we don't really know where it is going to. So, but then the software has been phenomenal for us. So I thought that I should give a demo. I did a review, but then nothing like bringing somebody from Noisy and talking about this particular product, and that is what would be ideal. So welcome to VenBa Talks, and we are now live on Bring Again, Alston's group, and Facebook. I mean, LinkedIn and Twitter. We are live in all these places, and today we will be giving a demo of Noisy. Alvaro will be giving a demo of Noisy, and for after which, as always, we'll be having a giveaway of a code of Noisy, very generously donated by, the Noisy team. So, Alvaro, before we begin, it's a very, very interesting deal, and if you look at it, my entire organizations operations are being collaborated on Noisy. What we wanted to know before we even look at the application is how solid this team is, and where are you located, and what are your plans for Noisy, and what has been the background. And can you very quickly tell us why we should trust Noisy and put all our collaboration on Noisy?
Yeah, sure. So Noisy started in 2015, and since then we focus on making this great product that it's scalable
Okay.
and reliable. Noisy has never fallen. That's something really important because, as we can see, every couple of months we see how Slack or Microsoft usually falls for a few hours or maybe a day. Instead, Noisy has a runtime of over
Fantastic.
99.999% of the time.
Fantastic.
So that was the focus we had when we started Noisy. And now these last couple of months, since we started on AppSumo, giving this lifetime offer, what we've been doing is gathering all this feedback from the users
Okay.
and improving Noisy greatly. So
Fantastic.
we've been asking, instead of doing what we had previously done, just trying to improve Noisy with what we thought was the best way of improving Noisy. We've just asked the users.
Very good.
And with that in mind, we are improving our Noisy, and we have now a public roadmap where you can see the future plans for the company,
Got it.
and we are adding new features every week. In fact, we have a very special one that we'll add probably next Friday. That
Okay.
will be C names. That means you'll be able to personalize your own domain with the Noisy platform.
My goodness, that's exciting. In fact, a lot of us have been waiting for it. I think this is one good news, which should probably. I think there are only 5,000 codes of Noisy that you had planned, and I'm sure that if this news goes out, probably you should be sold out in a couple of days, and that's what, because a lot of us were looking forward to the C name and wanting to white label it in our I mean logo and all those things. So that's wonderful news personally for me, and I'm sure it's the same for the community as well. So
Yeah, and the main reason, sorry, the main reason that we've been focusing all our time in doing that is because of how many users ask us. So Noise really focus on getting what the client wants.
got it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for listening to us, and it's indeed a great feature for I mean most of us. In fact, we are looking forward to that. So, Alvaro, without taking much time, can we get into a demo quickly? I'm sure that a lot of community members do know about Noisy, but if there is something that we are missing out, which probably you would know, saying that these are the special features, etc., we would love to. So, we'll have a very quick demo, and then we'll take questions from the community. No, you need to share your screen again. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, your screen is now visible.
yeah. Okay, so this is the Noisy teams I'm in, and each Noisy team could be used for a project or for a company. So, for instance, I'll get to this team. So this is the general view you'll be seeing when you enter Noisy. You have open channels here. You can add as many as you want. And an open channel is just like a chat where you can add messages and any kind of media, a video, a photograph. If you add a video, you can watch it in the own chat, in the chat. Um, so you have a one-on-one messages. If you want to chat with a specific user instead of a chat in a public channel, so this won't be accessible for the rest of the users, of course, and private groups. The private groups are like open channels, but only the users you've allowed in will have access to. Now, Noisy has unlimited storage, and each channel has its own files folder, and each chat, and it's only accessible from the people in the chat or in the channel. For instance, if I go to this private group and to its files, I'll see these files, and if someone wants to access to these files, they'll have to be in this private group, or I'll have to forward the file. You have here an organized view of all the files you have access to, the ones from the open channels, the ones from the one-on-one messages, and the private groups. And also, Noisy has a task manager where you can create tasks, and you can assign those tasks to other members if you are an administrator, or you can add the task for yourself. Um, and the next feature would be the meetings. This is probably one of the best features Noisy has. And it works like this. You will have just to enter a channel or a group and press the video call button, and it will redirect you to a video call with all the Noisy features. Okay. So you put your name, you can start with the microphone off, the video, invite more people, select background, and change any other configurations. You have here many options from your name or or to other more advanced features like the other participants will start with the microphone off, the language of the of the meeting, and many other features. So I'll just get into the meeting. Okay, so this is how a noisy meet is seen. So you have here a basic dashboard with all the main features you are usually require in any video call. Share your screen, open a chat, raise your hand, see the participants, um, toggle title view. Oh, I went back. Um, and you also have a few security features that allows you to put a password into the meeting, and other kind of features. Most notably, I could speak about a start live stream. We have currently Facebook, YouTube live stream connected, and we are working on adding Facebook. So you will be able to start a video live stream with those platforms. Well, and also you have a speaker stats, select a background, and other features. I don't want to get into more specifics, but basically you have all the features that most of the other services you've used have. Probably more than any particular one, like Slack or Microsoft. Um, and that's Noisy Meets. This is the video calls. Also, you have a calendar that it's integrated with both Google and Outlook. So this is the Noisy calendar, and you just press these buttons, and you can integrate it with your own calendars, so as to have everything with the same service. Um, and okay, and now I present one of the best Noisy features. So when you create a team, you want to add the members of the team to the team, of course. But maybe you want a client to have access to a private groups, so to speak with the client and provide support. But you don't want the client to have access to all the open channels, the files, the tasks. So Noisy has this feature called guest, where you can invite people, and instead of a member, invite a guest. That guest will have access only to a private group. So, for instance, I could invite a guest. I'll just press here, put your his email and invite, and I could add him to this group. This is a group client, and he will only have access to this chat and to the files in this chat. So that's a great way of having in your Noisy team um, access to your clients, but the clients will only have access to one single private group. Okay. Besides that, we have many other small features like threads um, and well, a tool finder bar. You can add any kind of file. In fact, we support uploading a folder directly, so you won't have to compress the folder. You can send it directly. Um, and that could be most of it. Besides that, you can add integrations. That's a big part of Noisy. So we have many integrations. Many you'll recognize some like GitHub, and most notably Pabbly and Zapier. These these companies allows Noisy to integrate with thousands of applications. So you'll have basically an integration you want. with Noysi. And well, you can personalize all the front end you see. So you can change the logo, the name, the color. You'll just have to go to edit theme, and here you can change how the background looks, for instance, or use your own colors if you don't like these ones. You have here some ways, some settings you wanna look for. These settings are only available for the admin of the team. And well, if you go to preference, you'll have your own preferences with your data and your notification settings, security, etc. So this is more or less a quick view of Noisy.
Fantastic. So, so let's. Can we take some questions, Alvaro?
Yeah, sure. I'll be glad to.
Okay. So first and foremost, okay, Rohit Deshpande has got a question. Um, I mean, this is probably a valid question, and everybody seems to be having this in their mind. How will you
Yeah.
sustain for unlimited everything?
Okay, so when we started Noisy, we focused in scalability. We wanted to be able to scale as many users as we needed to without scaling the cost. So if you see Noisy, you'll think this is a great product. It must have hundreds of developers behind, but the truth is we have less than 15 developers working in Noisy, um, and we focus on this low cost structure that allows us to give us this deal. I want also to remark that this is a limited time deal we are doing in AppSumo. And our objective was not to have this business model when we started in AppSumo, but rather to get feedback from some I'm gonna say beta users,
Yes.
so that we could improve the platform as much as possible. And I think we are getting there,
Got it.
but at some point Noisy prices will get back to the original and will have to be eventually raised. So we can afford to have 5,000 users. That's the current number of the limited offer, with these limited offers, but the next users will not have this fortunate offer.
Okay. So before I ask the next question, a quick shout out for hey, thank you so much, Chaitanya, Mausam, Leo, Victor, Joe Marasic, uh, Fernando, Rohit, ZT, and Fuang and Aditya Sharma. Thank you for being here. And these are the people who have commented. And you can win a free lifetime subscription to Noisy if you comment, keep asking questions and keep commenting on this stream. Okay, so Alvaro, the next question is from okay, yeah, this is a feedback, probably it's from a user. Hey Alvaro, I have to log in every time I start Noisy app on my machine. Is there any possibility to solve this?
Okay, I don't have that problem, and it's the first time I hear. I don't know if it's from the desktop app, but I don't know if
It's
it's
from the
something with
desktop.
the.
It's from the desktop app. Every
Oh,
time.
okay. Yeah. So we are since we are improving the web app so quickly and having this little team. We are now starting to add all the new improvements to the desktop app, so you can expect that to be fixed in the next few weeks.
Got it. Okay. So this is a question from Mausam Chowdhury. So he's asking, can I prevent access to certain files for some members only on the channel?
So the way to do this is to send those files in private groups,
Private.
because the open channels are by default everyone in the team have access
True.
to those files.
Okay. So, okay, on Mac app, I'm sorry that question is saying that it is from the Mac app in in the Mac platform.
Okay.
He's just added. So probably you should take this as a feedback to your team. And in
Yeah.
fact, I mean, I have a related question on this particular thing. So see, what happens is when I initiate a meeting, typically the one-on-one meeting or the channel meeting, whomsoever is using the app, they are not getting notification and they are not able to join the meetings. But if they are on the web platform, they are able to join the meetings. I think this is something that we've had a problem. They're able to initiate the meeting, but if somebody else initiates, they are not able to join that. So probably you should keep this in mind. I
So,
mean,
but you mean someone who is not in the team?
no, 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 no. Who is in the team? A noisy user. Imagine that I use web. Okay, I initiate a meeting, and there are some of my team members who are using mobile app, and some of the team members who are using the Windows app. Okay, and these people, when they are using the app, they are not able to get into the meeting. They are able to initiate a meeting so that others can join, but
Yeah.
when they have to join the meeting, they find it difficult. Probably I'll share the screenshot as well, separately with you.
Okay, I'll be glad to look at it.
Definitely.
So, as I said, we've been, as most of our users use the web app or the mobile app, we've been focusing on that.
Okay.
And as we are finishing the CNM that we'll have next Friday, after that we'll give all the new features to the desktop app, and I expect all those bugs to be fixed.
Okay. So this question, I do know the answer, but then this video call, is it your in-house app or are you using have you white labeled any other service?
We are white labeling another service. Noysi is actually all homemade except for the video calls, and we use the a base software called Jitsi.
Yes. Okay, that's on Jitsi. And Alvaro, this is a question based on the demo that you gave. So you're talking about right now you can only stream to YouTube, and soon we are also getting feature to stream to Facebook. Is that what you told during the demo?
Yeah, we are trying to add Facebook, and we are reviewing other services.
Okay, so the question is, can you add custom RTMP first? Because if you add custom RTMP, we can stream it to any other platform using that. So there's a request for adding custom RTMP even before you could add the other platforms. It's just one feedback from a user. So because that will take care of all the platforms, and probably somebody like me, I use either switchboard or video link. So if I have custom RTMP, I can stream it to that, and from there I can do multicasting as well.
Yeah,
So
that's
look,
good.
I mean, probably you should,
I don't know about that. Yeah,
yeah, you
thank
should
you.
share this feedback with the development team. Okay. So this is another question. While doing the video call, is it possible to have live transcript, auto subtitle generation, and if required, download them later by any means? I don't think.
That's something we don't have currently,
Okay.
but that's something we'll review, and if possible add as soon as possible. And that's actually what we are doing right now. And I'm really happy that the users are sending us requests, because our team is absolutely committed to add all these features that the user demand.
Got it. Got it. Okay, this next question is we can connect our Google Calendar to Noisy, and the question is do you track my Google Calendar when it is connected? So, I mean, do you?
We don't make use of any of the calendar data at all.
Okay, fantastic. So,
We process it, but we don't storage it.
okay, Alvaro, I have a follow-up question on this particular thing. So, I mean, I have integrated my calendar to my Noisy, but unfortunately, those prompts do not come in terms of my meeting and all those because, as far as a feature is concerned, I can connect my calendar to one of the channels, and any meeting request notification should come in that channel. So, that does not seem to work. I mean, I'm using the web. Interface that does not seem to work. Probably you should take that, I mean, share this feedback as well.
Well, definitely will.
uh,
I would like if you could send me
I'll
like
do
a
that. I
screenshot
mean, I
and,
will do that. I'll probably share the transcript of the entire meeting. And secondly, coming to the calendar, you can connect only one calendar now. We would want options to connect more than one calendar because, sometimes there are people who use one personal calendar and one official calendar. But anyway, if the time is blocked, it is blocked. So we'll be glad if there is an option to add more than one calendar. Right now, it's only one
yeah,
calendar,
it sure is.
either
Okay.
Google or Microsoft in Outlook. Okay, so sorry joining a bit too late. If you can give us a quick overview of the improvements or feature additions you've made since you launched the LTD. I think you already answered this. Or rather, can we quickly say what all have you launched probably in the last 1 month?
Yeah. In fact, I have a list here.
1 minute. I'm sharing your screen again.
It's actually in Spanish, but okay. So okay, what we've launched since we started. The first thing is Zapier that allows us to use more than 2,000 to integrate more than 2,000 applications.
Okay.
And we've had a few of more advanced task manager options. We've had key shortcuts to the channels. We've had a video player so that you can reproduce the videos in the chat without downloading it. We've had the possibility to fix a message in the chat, and the possibility to answer a direct message. Um, we add a few features to the file system, so to you can add notes to each file and change the name. We've had a few things with the when downloading a meeting, the video recording of a meeting. We've had a few features there, like the name that will be by default, and a few other things. Well, and there are a few more things, but that's the notes I took from a few weeks ago. And and we are about to add CNAME. That was the most difficult by far.
Okay. So, okay, there is a follow-up question on that CNAME thing. So, will people who have bought this deal, will they also get CNAME?
I'm not sure about that yet.
Okay.
But I think how it will work, it will be that you'll have like two AppSumo deals: the Noisy basic plan
Okay.
with the unlimited features forever,
Okay.
and an extra one that will include CNAME and a few other
Okay.
features that will have an extra cost.
Fantastic. So,
As long as the AppSumo offer continues, will be also a lifetime deal.
fantastic. That's good news. Probably partially good news. We would have been happy to get CNAME as well, but then, I mean, again, available at one-time cost is really good. So, yeah, I think, do you have any sort of notification features for my task deadlines? I think this is something that, we are all struggling with. Somehow the task thing, though we have given access to other admins to close the task or assign the task and all this thing. This whole task list does not seem to be gelling well with the whole thing. So I think, I don't want to really specifically say, but I think there are a couple of people who are talking about this, because I've also used this task, but somehow it does not really gel well with the whole thing. So can you ask your team to just look at the whole task thing, saying that is it working well, is it working as expected, and that would be really really helpful.
Yeah, I will, because I've been hearing that from a few users now,
Yes.
and I think it's something that we haven't put a lot of attention to in the recent past, as we've been focusing on the video calls and a few other features. But we'll definitely take a look. I think that that's something we can do in 2 to 3 weeks,
Yeah.
something like that.
Fantastic. I think that would be really helpful, because that's extremely important for us. Okay, so yeah, people seem to appreciate the Pabli integration, and that is already live, right? It is not that it is going to come. Pabli integration is already live on Noisy. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, we've
Okay.
got both Pavli and Zapier.
Okay, Pabli and Zapier integration are already live on the platform. It has already been released, and that's something that has been released in the last 1 month.
Yeah.
Okay, so uh, you've been saying your deal says unlimited storage. How do you plan to stop the misuse of this? We definitely want you to sustain, and misuse of storage is bad. So, what is your plan to stop the misuse of the storage, unlimited storage space? Do you have
Yeah,
any
this
plan?
is this is something we've been asked a lot in the AppSumo questions
That's right.
panel. Noisy provides unlimited storage for collaboration. We do not support static storage. That means Noisy cannot be used as your personal Dropbox or Google Drive to store your movies, your videos. Um, so what we do is we 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 monitorize the files of each of the users,
Okay.
and if we see some user that is not making use of those files in a collaborative way, sharing them with other users, etc., and adding a lot of storage and having it as a static storage, we'll notify that client and we'll review each case on um, based in a one case basis.
Yeah. In fact, there's a one very interesting question that has come up on this. In fact, I was also thinking about it. But so when you share a file on Noisy, and if you want to probably share the same file again, you can't upload the same file. For example, imagine that I upload a file with a certain file name. If I upload another file, it says that the file already exists, and you can only share that file in a different channel. Is that because sometimes we may want to, we may inadvertently have the same file name in different places, etc. So this is a problem really, because
Yeah,
one,
I see it.
sorry,
Yeah, I think the problem with that is if it has the same
same name.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's something we'll check. I think that's
please.
really easy to fix. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
see,
really
Alvaro, I do not know if you are the right person to answer this question, because I think it could be a little technical. But when I upload a file, and if I share it with another, in another channel, for example, I might have shared it in a one-to-one channel, and then I share it with, another private channel or a common channel. I can only share it from one, channel to another channel. So there is no version that is maintained, or anyway, you can't edit it there. So how is it? Can you just ask your team to let us know how is it stored? Because I believe there is only one copy of any file that is there, which gets stored. Which gets shared across all the channels. So I do not know how it is maintained actually, so I just wanted to get some information on that. But anyway, if you can allow us to just, if it is a different file with a file name, by some means, I think if you allow us to share that, that would be very good. And
Okay.
is there any file size upload limit that is there in Noisy? We know that it is unlimited, but in terms of
Uh,
individual file.
yeah, so we don't have a file size limit, but we do recommend for performance issues that if you are going to upload a folder, that the folder is not too big. So if you're gonna upload a whole folder and it's something like more than 5 gigabytes, you should compress it.
Okay, fantastic. So this is, I mean, from Smiling Rainbows. This is great. Thanks for this demo. I have a question. How do you do a group call with a particular channel, and do they receive an auto notification when the call is scheduled or gone live?
Okay, so we don't have auto notifications for channel meetings. We only have that for one-to-one meetings. And to do it, it's what I saw in the demo. You'll just have to go to the particular channel and press the button of video call,
Yeah.
and all the other members can join doing the same.
Okay. So, just to, I mean, summarize what, Alvaro said, you have to go to that particular channel and there is a video icon on top. Just click on it, then, there will be video call that would be, that would happen between all the members in that channel. Be it private channel or whatsoever it may be. There will be a notification that will go. And in fact, there was a question that was asked earlier. The notification does go to the app, but somehow they are not able to join from that app. So I believe Smiling Rainbows, your question has been answered. Okay. So Joe Marasic says noisy is nice. Okay. One more question. Do your company have access to the files we upload? Can you check my data without my password?
Okay, so we don't have direct access to your password as it's encrypted, but we do have access to the files. Um, and we do not make any use of the files. Noise is really committed with security. In fact, this is something that some user ask us. So the way the Noisy app or web works is that we never store the information in the web. So
Correct.
that's why each time you log in, you'll see like a fetch, all the information being downloaded, so that the security is warranted.
Okay, fantastic. Alvaro, there's a question from the community. What they're saying is, I'm allowed to delete the messages, in a channel. What I posted, I can delete it, but I can't do it in bulk. I have to delete one by one. Is there a way that I can delete more than multiple messages at the same time?
It's We don't have that, but I think that's a really interesting feature,
Yeah,
and
because
I'll be glad to send it to the developers.
please, because we have to choose one message one by one and then delete it. Rather, if there is a multi-select, that would be very interesting. Okay, Fuang, the C name is not available now, but it is very likely to come up in the next 1 or 2 weeks as per their roadmap. Okay,
Yeah,
Pravash.
we think we'll have it by next Friday.
Okay, next Friday. Okay, I wanted to give more time, but Alvaro says that it's all in the plan and it is cemented, so we will be giving it next Friday. So Pravash is asking a question: is the file storage end to end encrypted? Because I think there are few questions on these lines. I think Chaitanya has also asked a similar question, because we are storing lot of our file on your platform. So one, is it encrypted? But more importantly, how are you securing all these files? Because I mean, I think all the company information, everything, so much intellectual property, everything is now on your platform. So what are the measures that you've taken to make sure that the security and privacy is maintained?
Yeah. So as far as I know, because I'm not working on the developer team, but I'm actually a telecommunications engineering, so I have a little knowledge of how Noisy works. We have all the noisy communications between users with end-to-end encryptation. So you can expect that the communication is safe, but I don't know the specifics of the storage encryptation. I do know that if you go to Noisy Zendesk, that it's where we have all the guides and all the help instructions. So that if you need to know how anything of Noisy works, we have there's a file on the security, and it has all the specifics of how Noisy security is provided, which protocols and encryptation means we use.
Fantastic, fantastic. So the next question, just a minute. Okay. Um, okay. So what is the funding scenario of Noisy? I do not know if you have answer to this, but what is the funding scenario of Noisy?
Do you mean how uh,
How
did
deep?
we start
How deep
in
is
funds?
Noisy's pockets?
Okay, so what I can answer is so this is a company that for any American standards uh, would have been underinvested by a lot. But as I just stated earlier, so Noisy has this low cost structure with really few developers, and that allow us that with very few clients, we are already in break even. So we have cows now, and we are better than in break even right now. So if this answered your question, Noisy is sustainable at the
Fantastic.
moment, and we think with the success the Absumo campaign is having, we are well prepared.
Okay, fantastic. I think Nilayan Ghosh is also asked the same question, but with lot more detail in terms of what is the, can you give us more insights about your funding, or if not, are there any plans to raise capital in the near future? So I do not know. I
So
think
right now we have currently a standing convertible note for June 2022,
okay,
in which anyone can invest any amount from $3,000, and it will convert into shares, into a stock of the company by
okay,
June, at a fixed price, depending of how much company's revenue is.
understood. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, that is on the financials. Okay, Pravash is saying, first of all, thank you so much for the product and great responses. My question is, can we use a noisy channel for communication and user feedback? Um, okay. Uh, I mean, I do not know. Alvaro, can you understand this question? Pravash, you need
No,
to
I don't.
explain this. At least I'm not able to understand. Can we use the noisy channel for communication and user feedback? Are you saying that can we have the clients in your channel and get their feedback for the work? Or if that is the case, yes, there are two types of users. One is member who's got access to everything. When I say everything, public channels and one to one, all the members in the channel. I mean in the, in that company. whereas the guest has got only access to the private channel and the members who are in that particular private channel. So I mean, the way that I've used is I've added a couple of clients to to the private channel where we only talk about their product. So I do not know. Probably I'll wait for you to add more on the question, but at least I have not been able to understand. Neither has been Alvaro. Okay, Fernando is asking, is there any benefit of buying more codes or stacking?
Okay, so buying more codes is something you would want to do. You have a great team, and you want, instead of having everything in the same team, to separate maybe the different departments of or the different uh, subgroups you've got in your project. For instance, we, the Noisy team, have the Noisy company has one team for the board of advisors and the top level management, another for the developers, another team for the marketing team. So we separate those because we don't see how they, for instance, the developers should have direct access to message or board directors.
Got it. Got it.
So the answer is, if you've got a really small team, probably one code will suffice. But if you've got a bigger team or bigger project, it's a great way to separate
Absolutely.
into subgroups.
Yeah. So, before I go to the next question, please watch, and wherever I'm not getting the name, please comment your name. Otherwise, I'll miss your name for the giveaway. So here, if you could see, it is just mentioned as Facebook user because you've not given right permission to Restream to use your name. So if you find your question like this or a comment like this, please make sure that you're commenting your name so that you are not missing out on the giveaway. Okay. So let me go to the next question. Okay. Do you have any form of recycle bin in case we delete a file and later find it was important, we could get it back or we could restore?
So we don't have that, and that's something another user asked us a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Um, so we don't think that's something we would like to add to Noisy at the moment, because we think when you delete a file, um, you want to make sure the file is deleted and no one else have access to it. But I guess if enough users want that, we'll review it. But our actual current feedback is that most users prefer to have it deleted forever.
Yeah, that's, I think, I mean, I also have the same feeling because it's just for collaboration, it's not for file storage. If it really means that, then there should not be any recycle bin. And as far as I'm concerned, but anyway, in whatever Noisy decides, so be it. If it is for collaboration, it does not really need a recycle bin. So, okay, this is a question from Chaitanya. Okay, not 1 minute, hold on. So it's Chaitanya. This has been, okay, got it. This has already been answered in terms of taking care of security measures and data breaches. So we will move to the next question. Okay, this has also been answered. I do not, I still have not got your name. Noisy deal is very attractive. Would want to find out what is the plan to gain MRR and be sustainable. This has already been answered. Okay, this is a very nice question. In fact, I have shared this in many forums. Wherever I've found you or anybody from the Noisy team. Is there a way to deactivate the meeting option? I think that's kind of misleading the whole application. See what is inside the Noisy application. That's fine. That meeting.noisy.com, which is outside of the whole channels and all those things, kind of seems to be a nag. So, is there a way to deactivate that meeting option so that we don't really use it? Because that kind of misleads. Because Noisy is not a, as far as I'm concerned, it is not a meeting application, but it's more of a collaboration application. Helping the teams collaborate quickly without even scheduling, etc. But the meeting outside of the
So,
Noisy,
are you referring to Noisy Meet?
yeah, we are. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's
Oh, so We are using Noisy Meet as a way to well, as it's a free meeting option, we are using it to get feedback. We've got a lot of users that use regularly Noisy Meet, but they don't use Noisy, the collaboration tool. So that's our way to get a lot of feedback that we wouldn't be getting, and therefore improving the meeting for the Noisy collaboration tool.
Fantastic, fantastic. So again, as I requested earlier, I still have not got the name of this particular user. Please comment your name. Thank you, nice. Yes, Noise is an awesome application, and Alvaro gave a fantastic demo as well. And Jean has responded to Fernando's query about stacking the codes. I think it's one team per code. So if you want to add more teams, you need to stack codes. Yes, you are right, Jean. Aditya has got a question. Is it cool? Seems like quite a few nice features were added. I mean, this is for the roadmap that or rather the features that were added in the last 1 month. There's a comment for that. Okay. Why the themes I assigned on desktop is not reflecting on mobile app? Yeah, this is a fantastic question because whatever themes that I assign, I mean, for some reason the default noisy color is kind of a turn off, for many people, and we change the theme to different color, but that's not coming up in the mobile app. So, can you keep it consistent? Whatever we change in desktop, we want that to come in the mobile app as well.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic suggestion.
Yes.
I wasn't aware of that, but I'll certainly pass it to the team, and we'll get it done soon.
Okay, fantastic. That is from Genie platform. I mean, both the questions in terms of meeting option and the themes assigned, both are from Genie. Thank you, Genie. You pulled the question out of my head as well. Pravash has got a couple of suggestions. Please develop for Facebook streaming apart from YouTube, which you support now. Yes, Pravash, it is already there in the roadmap as told by Alvaro, and addition of an inbuilt video player. Okay, if you share some video, can you
Yeah,
have an inbuilt video player so that we can play the video from there? Otherwise, you have to download and then watch it.
yeah. As I told, that's something we add recently. I don't know if a week ago or something. So you already have an inbuilt video player.
Okay, so Fernando has got this has made this comment. In fact, I wanted to ask this in as many words. Promise us that you won't change the terms of your LTD purchase at any point of time.
Well, I'm sorry, as I said earlier, this is a limited time offer that we are doing to get feedback, and it's currently limited to 5,000 coupons
No, no,
that
no, no,
are
no, no, Alvaro. I think the
all the
question is
terms, not
terms,
the price.
because
Not the
if you have bought it now with all this unlimited thing, promises that it will be like that forever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you'll have access, unlimited access to everything we are currently offering. The only thing we'll be adding is other value added features like the C name, and we'll probably have to make like that a premium option. But yeah, you'll have everything unlimited. The
That's
users
right.
that buy this lifetime deal offer.
Okay. So this is, can we record the video calls to later review them? Allow me to answer this, Alvaro.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Alvaro. Can we record the video calls to later review them?
Oh yeah, that's one of the most important noisy features.
That's right.
Yeah, of course we can, and it will get downloaded to the channel or the one-to-one chat you started the meeting in. Oh, you can only do this
Yeah.
from the noisy
Nice.
collaboration tool, not the meeting option.
Yeah, this is why I asked you to remove that, the meeting.noisy.com, because then somebody does a meeting in that and they say no recording is not there and all those things. So Aditya has already answered this question. Yes, you are right, Aditya. Whatever meetings that is initiated from within Noisy, be it one-on-one or the channels, etc., are recorded and it will be there as a log in the channel itself. That's really fantastic. Okay, so I mean, Sam, my boss, is asking a question. You said that you've been listed for funding, so he wanted to invest big time in Noisy. So he wants to know the URL.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain this for anyone who is interested in investing in Noisy. Um, just send an email to the following mail.
Yeah,
Can
just
I
just
put in
just type it in the private chat. I will display it for everybody. Okay, Sam, you can invest in Noisy and ensure that the LTDs that we have purchased, remains in the same terms forever.
Okay.
Okay, so do you
So this is my own email, and I'll explain everything of
are you
this opportunity.
Alvar? Are you sure that you want me to display this email in a public forum? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I'm currently using that email
okay. So
for the
so in case you are interested in investing in Noisy, this is the email ID to which you need to send your request, and you will get more information from them in terms of. So, Sam, that is specially for you. You can definitely invest in Noisy. Okay, so Leo Victor says it's promising. Ah, wow, this is a very interesting question. Pravash is asking, do you offer Noisy bot integration as part of your LTD or as part of a future offering as add-on?
no, you already got Noisy bot integration with your lifetime deal. So it's already integrated.
But it does not do anything. We can't program it. It just stays there. I mean, the only thing that this Noisy bot has done so far is welcoming me whenever I come into,
Yeah.
go to Noisy. Apart
So
from that, it has not done anything worthwhile.
the thing is, Noisy bot should be programmed.
Ah,
So it's a feature that you're supposed to program yourself and tell. So it's for advanced users who want the bot to do something specific.
okay.
But we are thinking, but this is more long in the road, farther in the road, to add some maybe default actions that you can add without having to program yourself the bot.
Fantastic. So, Leo, to answer your question, it is unlimited storage of files. There is no limit to it. So, I mean, that is what is the biggest feature of Noisy. Um, just check the website. Desktop sharing means like Team Viewer. So, do you have? No, I think they meant the screen share. It's not like Team Viewer. Is that right, Alvaro?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a screen share.
I do not know who it is. The desktop sharing means you can share your screen. I mean, I don't think there is any team viewer feature in Noisy. Okay, Jeannie, I did get your name. I will not miss it this time. Last time I missed your name. So this time I will not. Okay, so Tam, thank you so much. Okay. So before we wind up, let me see if I missed any questions from any of the community. Okay, Abdul Rahman. Okay, yeah, yeah. That question about the stop sharing. Yes, Abdul Rahman. Yes, you can only share the screen. Uh, okay, I think we've answered all the questions. Okay. One last question, Alvaro, if at all there are no other
Yeah.
question. See, as an admin, I seem to have very, very limited control over the. I mean, yes, I can add members, but beyond that, I'm really not able to do it. Even resetting the password of some person, etc. Those are not there. So, is that how it will remain, or will admin have little more rights beyond what it is there right now? I mean, I really understand that even admins can't see any other private channels where they are not part of. All those are fine, because definitely that is needed. But somewhere, even if I have to reset. I mean, there was a very classic, case where, one of the client requested us to reset the password because he forgot, but we were not able to do that. So maybe you should take a feedback saying that, admin rights, give us a little more so that we feel
Yeah,
that, we have,
that's something,
sorry.
yeah, that's something we've been working on since the AppSumo campaign started, and we've had a few new features for admins.
Yes.
Um, about the password, I don't know if that's something we'll want to do for security reasons, but I'll pass it down.
Yeah.
For now, if you want to reset your password, you'll have to get in touch with the Noisy team.
Okay.
But any feature for the admins that we see as useful, we'll be adding it in the
Yeah.
future.
And in fact, one feature I really liked in Noisy, rather, there are many features that I liked. One which I really wanted to talk about here is, when I delete a user, it is just deactivated. Their messages or their files, nothing gets deleted, because that is so true. Because all the conversations will remain. That user is just deactivated, and I believe that anytime it is activated, it is as though they can start from where they left. Is that right?
Exactly. We do that because you don't want to have like past chats incomplete, and because some conversations and chat would stop having sense if some of the answers from one member disappear. So
Yeah.
you only deactivate the access of that member, but all the information he sent remains.
Fantastic. So, going back to that admin question, see, there was, I mean, okay, let me show you. Okay, I'll keep this question to the last. I have to show you something. That is where I believe you have to really look at giving a little more, um, rights to the admin. Okay, so there is one more question that has come from Shobana. Files which are deleted, those files are still existing in the file folder. Uh, as you said, it is not getting permanently deleted. Is there any bug, or is there any time limit to delete it on your own? This has come on a different channel. I'm not able to display that message. I think that's a valid question. Files which are deleted,
Hmm.
they still remain in the folder, in the file folder, and as it was mentioned earlier, it is not getting permanently deleted. Is that a bug, or is there a time limit for the file to get deleted?
No,
I
there's no time limit. I
Okay.
don't. That
I
shouldn't be happening.
I think I know the answer. Probably, probably I'm just guessing. So if the file gets shared, probably, you have already shared it to one channel, and if it is in turn shared it with other channels, if there is one channel or one to one that is being, if the file is being used by that particular channel, even though you delete, it is not getting deleted. I think that is what is a problem.
Hmm.
Do you
If,
understand the problem, Alvaro?
yeah, 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 and I'll pass it by to the
Yeah, I
team.
think you should. It's valid, because I think this whole problem comes because it is just one copy of the file that is stored. I mean, that is stored and shared amongst the various channels. So, if one person deletes it in any of the channel, I do not know how do you handle this. I think that's a valid bug. Okay, that's brilliant. I think somebody has really used Noisy very well. Okay. So, though, okay, this is the last question probably, because we have already overshot our time. Can I integrate my Google Drive with Noisy and use that to store the files and not use Noisy storage? I don't really know Mosam, because Noisy is unlimited, when it comes to collaboration. But, I mean, if you want to integrate, can I integrate Google Drive with Noisy? Is that possible?
So I don't know if we have that specific integration because I don't know about every integration we've got since we have now Zapier and probably I don't know if you can connect it to them. But as you said, Noisy is for collaboration. So there's you shouldn't be wanting to add, a static storage platform, because the files you are supposed to send are only for collaboration.
Okay.
But that's something that, as everything you are sending us, if enough users want that feature, we'll review it.
Okay, fantastic. I think we have come to the end of our session. Okay, there's one more that has come up. Let's see. Okay, but they have access to the files. Okay, so I don't know. So let's come to the exciting part of this whole session, the most awaited one as well. It's giveaway time. Sajwal, you are right. You are just on time for the giveaway. I will quickly share my screen, and I've listed down all the people who have been engaging on this stream. Okay, so uh, we I'll probably display those names for 10-20 seconds. Please ensure that your name is listed in here, because for those people who have commented, and if your name is not coming, I've still added if you have commented your name. If it is not there, probably this is the last time. Please comment your name so that I can add it to this list. Only these people are eligible for the giveaway draw that would happen in the next few seconds. Okay, let me quickly say access to the files. No, I think we are done. So I'm sure. Okay, can I spin the wheel, Alvaro, to find Abdul Rahman? You're
Yeah,
there,
sure.
Abdul. I've added your name, Abdul Rahman. Can I spin the wheel, Alvaro, for finding the person who will win one code of Noisy?
Sure, let's do it.
Goodness. It's Sajwal. It's Sajwal. Sajwal, please comment on the stream that you're watching this live and claim your code. Sajwal, goodness, that was close. Yes, it was close. Still, let's wait. Sajwal, I do not know which stream that. Can you just comment your name? Oh yeah, he's commented. So Sajwal is there. So Sajwal wins one code of Noisy from Alvaro. Sajwal, probably you need to reach out to me later and take the code from me. I'll get it for you from Alvaro. Thank you so much. Okay, I wanted to show you this as to why I believe that. Okay, coming to this activity zone. See here, Alvaro, I could see that Teams total data usage is 6,039 messages and 10 GB. And as an administrator, there is no way I can see which channel has got, I mean, what files or who is using the most, just for us to see if we can just ask them, if they are just storing the file, etc. So can you just keep this in mind? And as I told you, this is what I was talking about, saying uh, I need not know what is the messages in the private channel, but then at least if I know these are the channels that are using this space, it will help me sensitize those teams in terms of, because I can't go keep telling all my team members saying that, hey, you know what, this is only for collaboration and all those things. But sometimes if I see somebody storing a lot of files, and I can probably go and ask them saying that, hey, you know what, it looks like you are storing a lot of file, maybe you should reduce. So this is
Yeah,
something.
yeah, that's something really important to us. In fact, this team data usage is a new feature we've had recently. So before you weren't able to see that information, and
Yeah.
we'll be adding more specific information about the storage of each team.
Please, okay, that would be very helpful. So there's been a lot of congratulatory messages that are coming to Sajwal. I mean, yes, Sajwal is a winner of today. Okay, Aditya says we need one more spin. Okay, sorry, Aditya, because Sajwal was present. I wish he was not present, then I could have done one more spin. And I mean, in fact, for the kind of features that Noisy is offering, they are available at a very, very attractive price. So, I mean, I've personally been using it, been seen a lot of benefit. I've brought all my teams into it. There's been phenomenal communication that has been happening, and also the limits are fantastic. So I mean, if you have already not bought it, please do buy Noisy and use it, because if you have teams, it's a great product to have. And if you're even, you can involve your clients as members so that you can collaborate with everybody. And deal limits are phenomenal. So with that, we come to the end of the session. Alvaro, any closing comments?
Well, only that we are really happy to see so much interest in Noisy, and we'll try to improve as much as possible the platform as soon as possible, so that you can enjoy a great product. And well, answering the question about funding, if any of you feels like you want to be part of this Noisy project and invest in the company, please send me an email. I'll be glad to help you in that regard.
Yeah, so I'll display that email ID one more time. Hold on. Okay. So this is the email ID. So as Alvaro said, if in case you are interested in investing in Noisy, this is the email ID that you need to reach out to, and they will respond back with ways and means of doing that. So thank you, Alvaro, and thank you. Pass on our wishes to the Noisy team as well for bringing out a fantastic product and with a fantastic deal limit as well. And one, I know you spoke about CNAME. So if probably if CNAME is given free to the first 100 code buyers, come out with a scheme like that, I'll be very happy, because I'm sure that I did buy the code in the very first day. So make it interesting for people who bought the first 100 codes, and so that we get our C name without any cost. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, people. It's been I mean, no worries. Just kidding. Yes, Aditya, I know you've been such a big support for all our streams. I mean, definitely you've been a great support. And as always, thanks for the participation, because it is your participation and encouragement makes us bring such founders and such people to our stream, sharing the product. I mean, their love for the product, passion for the product, and also the roadmap. So thank you so much, and have a very good day or a good night, depending on the time of the day that you are in. Thank you. Bye bye.